I think most of you already know that children's storybooks make hundreds of sales every single day, whether on Amazon or Etsy. When we first take a look at these books online, we'll notice that nearly all of them have close to 5-star ratings. And if we go over to Amazon, which, by the way, is the real sales powerhouse for this type of book, we'll see examples like this one. It has over 6,000 reviews. That means they're making crazy sales from each single book. Let's open up this book as an example. It has around 5,952 reviews, and if we take a closer look inside the pages, we'll notice something interesting. The illustrations look like they were drawn by hand with a pencil, not generated by AI. And that's exactly what matters to us here. We have to stand out from everyone else. That's the key. This hand-drawn style, the one that makes the pictures look like they were sketched with a pencil, it's absolutely beautiful. And it sells like crazy. I haven't seen many people using this style at all. Most of them just generate random AI images and throw a book together. But don't think the competition is too high. Not at all. For example, if we search for this specific type of storybook, we'll find fewer than 3,000 results. And every one of those books is already making sales. So if we start today, I'm sure we'll get plenty of sales from this idea. Of course, many of you have probably watched videos about how to design children's storybooks before, but most of those use random, unorganized images. Honestly, I don't think those creators are making many sales. I've seen some of those videos myself. But in our video today, you're going to see the results with your own eyes. We're going to design a complete storybook from start to finish, using that same beautiful hand-drawn style we just saw on Amazon, only better. And that's not all. We'll also create a promotional video for our story with just one click, perfect for sharing on Etsy and across social media. There's a free gift from me to you waiting at the end of this video. It's something that will let you design your own storybook completely free of charge. So don't forget to watch this video all the way to the end, because trust me, it's totally worth it. All right, let's jump straight into designing this amazing story together. First, I'll be using the awesome website ReadKids. After a lot of research and testing, I actually created over 10 children's storybooks using different tools. And honestly, I got the best results from this one. You'll see exactly why in just a moment. When we land on the homepage, if we scroll down a little, you'll notice a section titled Choose Picture Books by Age. That means we can simply click on the age group we want to create the story for. Easy as that. And if you look at the menu on the left side, there's also an option called Picture Books. From there, we can create our story too. Now, this website has a lot of tools to explore, but today, in this video, we'll focus only on making a children's storybook. And if you guys enjoy this video and love the story we make today, we can absolutely create more stories using this platform in a future video. I'll just wait for your comments down below. So let's go ahead and create a story for kids aged 3 to 4 years old. All right, now let's go back to the homepage and click on Create Picture Books for kids aged 3 to 4. When we click on it, this menu pops up. And honestly, it's like a goldmine for almost every type of book you can imagine on Etsy or Amazon. Here, you can create a book about dinosaurs, space, pirates, or superheroes. Over here in fairy tales, I think this section is more geared toward girls. You can make stories about princesses, unicorns, and other books that moms love for their daughters. For example, let's create a story about princesses and castles. I've seen examples of these types of stories making hundreds of sales, so it's a perfect choice. All we need to do is select the type of characters we want in the story. I want the princess character to be a human, not an animal, so I'll leave it as is, and then I'll click Start. In just 1 second, you'll see it generates a complete story. 11 pages plus a cover with just one click. And here's something really important. The story it generates for you right now won't be generated exactly the same for anyone else. I tested this by creating 4 books in the same way, and each book turned out completely different from the others. This is a feature you won't find on any other website. I've tried a lot of them. Now we're going to review the content it generated. The first page is the cover, and pages 2 through 15 are the story itself. You can read it quickly and make edits if you want, but I read it already and it's absolutely fantastic. It doesn't need any changes. One thing to note, The words in red will stay red inside the book. So if you want to change them to black, all you have to do is remove the brackets around the red word. The next step, after reviewing the story, is to click on Extract Roles. This will generate the characters for our story, and you'll see them appear on the right side of the page. Look right here. Our story has two main characters, the princess and her little bird companion. You can check the details of each character, and if you don't like one, you can simply click Recovery to adjust it. But I really like these two, so I'm going to go ahead and click Confirm Role. Next, we move on to Step 3, Picture Style. On this website, there are 245 different styles. They even create new styles every week, keeping things fresh. For example, there's a 3D style, and here's a cartoon style, just like the one we saw earlier on Amazon, the same style that makes tons of sales. You'll find styles suitable for children's books and even books for older audiences. All you have to do is browse carefully, and you'll see that every style is perfect for a specific type of story. I'm going to choose the simple cartoon style because it fits the story perfectly, and in my opinion, it also sells better. Now, pay close attention to the left side of the page. This is the Characters panel. If we click on the first character, which is the princess, you'll see all the character details appear on the right side of the page. Here, you can review every detail: skin color, hair color, clothing, and more. Make sure to check everything for the princess, and if you want to adjust anything, it's super easy using Edit Character. Once you're happy with it, just click Generate. And in just about 1 minute, the website automatically generated 4 images for our first character, the princess, and all of them are absolutely amazing. For example, I'm going to choose the third image. One of the biggest advantages of this website is that it generates the characters for the entire story up front. So the same characters appear consistently on every page. If you were using other image generation sites, you wouldn't be able to create characters that match perfectly in every single image. And that consistency is such an incredible feature. Next, let's move on to designing the second character, the little bird. We'll review all the details for this character and then click Generate. In about a minute, it will also give us 4 images for the bird character. I'm going to choose the 4th image. I think it's the best one. And if you don't like any of the images, you can simply click Generate again. Now that we've generated all the characters, we click Next and the website will start designing the pages of the book. Now, it has given us the book pages, but if you look closely, you'll notice they're just blank pages, no images yet. Here's where the magic happens. We'll click Generate on the first page, which is the cover. You can also go to the first 4 pages and generate them all at once, so you don't waste any time. In about a minute, you'll see that it has designed all 4 pages beautifully. Let's check out the cover page. You'll notice it even gives you 4 different cover images to choose from. For example, I'm going to select this one. I think it's the best choice. Pay close attention to this tip. If you look at the box at the top, you'll see the bleed line option. If we click it, it will draw red lines along the edges of the cover and all book pages. This is super important to use during design, because if you place any text on these lines, Amazon will cut it off during printing. Now, looking at the title, you'll notice it's not perfectly arranged. All you have to do is adjust it and drag it to the right spot on the page. I'll drag mine to the bottom, then add some text, like my name, so people know I'm the author of this book. And just like that, we've quickly designed an amazing cover page that looks like a professional artist drew it. You can also change the title if you want, but I really liked it as it is. Alright, now let's move on to the first page of the book. You'll notice it also gives us 4 images for every page. I'm going to choose this one. I like it the most. Next, I'll enlarge the text and change the font to one called Sigmar. I really love this font for children's stories because it's super clear and easy to read. Then, I'll adjust the font size and position it perfectly on the page. Let's move straight to the third page of the book following the same process. I'll choose the image I like best from the 4 generated options. For example, this one is absolutely beautiful. Next, I'll enlarge the text, change the font, and adjust it to the perfect spot on the page. On this page, I'll place the text at the top right. Always pick an empty area on the page for your text. And just like that, It looks amazing now. All right, my friend, now let's move on to the third page of the book. As usual, we'll look at the images, pick the one we like best, enlarge the title, change the font, adjust the text size, and place it in the perfect spot on the page. And just like that, we finished 4 pages super quickly. The great thing here is that you can change both the images and the text however you want. You're not locked into a specific picture or wording. For example, if you want to write the story yourself, all you need to do is edit the text, and the system will automatically generate images that match your text, using the same characters. Now, let's move on to the 5th page of the book. All we have to do is click Generate, and the website will create the images for this page. Honestly, all the images it generates are amazing. I'm having a hard time choosing just one, but I think this image is really great, so I'll select it. As usual, I'll adjust one of the text elements and place it perfectly on the page. To save time, I'll continue completing the rest of the pages in the same way and then come back to show you the final result. I want to point out that this website has tons of advanced tools, but in this video, I just wanted to show you how to create a story easily and quickly. Believe it or not, you can create 5 amazing stories in a single day and even link them together to sell as a series. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments and we'll make a more detailed video showing how to create additional pages using this website. And now, after finishing the book design, let's check out the final result. The first page is, of course, the cover page. Just look at its beauty and simplicity. A big black title and right below it, the name of the book creator. Moving on to the story pages, if you read the story, you'll see it's entertaining and perfectly matched with the images. Kids really love this style of illustrations, and I think this story is perfect for 3-year-olds, exactly what we selected at the start. The website is incredibly precise when creating age-appropriate stories. Just look at all the pages of this book. A year ago, I used to pay $20 just to create one image like this. Now, thanks to the AI revolution, we created a complete, high-quality book in less than 15 minutes. This is the perfect time to start your own website for children's stories, and even books for older audiences. Once we finish designing all the book pages, all we have to do is click the 3 dots at the top right of the page, and then select Download Book as PDF. From there, you already know how to sell it on Etsy or Amazon. It's really that simple. And don't worry, we'll go much deeper into this very soon. I actually have a long video, almost 2 hours, showing exactly how to upload books professionally on both Etsy and Amazon. So stay tuned because I'll guide you step by step. If we go back to Etsy, we'll notice that almost everyone selling children's storybooks has also created videos for their stories. Many of you have asked me how to make videos like that. The amazing part is, if we return to the website, we'll see that it can create a video just like, or even better than, the ones we saw earlier with just one click. So how do we do that? Let's find out. If we click on the microphone icon at the bottom of the page, we can change the narrator. For example, in the story we created, it would be best if the speaking character is a girl. So I'll try this voice.
Hello, welcome to ReadKids, a world full of...
and select the one that fits perfectly. Then, I'll select all the pages and generate the audio for each of them. After that, I'll go to the top right and click the Create Video button. It takes me to this menu where there are lots of effects you can choose from to make the pages look even more beautiful. For example, I'll select the effect called Fallen Leaves. It fits our story perfectly. You can also choose page transitions and even add music if you want, but I won't add music to my book this time. After setting everything up, I'll click Generate Video, and just like that, our story video is ready.
In a faraway land, a little princess lived in a big castle. Every morning, she put on her sparkly crown and twirly dress. Her castle had a tall tower that reached the sky. The princess loved...
After that, we can download the video using the 3 dots and use it on Etsy or share it across social media to drive tons of sales. Like I mentioned before, this website has lots of ready-made templates you can choose from to design stories very similar to the ones we just saw. But remember, each story you create will be unique, even if it follows the same style. And as we said, the website also has many other options beyond just creating stories. We'll cover all of those very soon. And now, we've come to the gift I promised you at the beginning of the video. If you check out the plans and pricing on this website, you'll see there's a free plan you can use to try creating stories. I personally subscribe to the Pro plan, and after testing about 4 books, I can tell you this website is worth every single dollar. And as I promised at the start of the video, if you scroll down to the pinned comment, you'll find a special link I left for you. If you sign up through that link, you'll get 1,500 bonus points plus 1 month of standard access, which you can use completely free to create books and try out the website. I'll see you in a new video, and I hope you enjoyed spending time with me today. Goodbye for now.